What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Lifecycle of a Trade, the series where we break down the thought process behind trade entry, trade management, and closing order. In this video, we are going to cover an iron condor. We've got a VIX around 24 or 25 right now. It's not a typical spot that we get volatility, right? So volatility typically spikes and then kind of mean reverts back to lows and clusters near the lower end of where it's been trading. 24 is a relatively high volatility. We've seen 30 in the last couple weeks. We've seen the 20s in the last couple weeks, but it's remained relatively high. I'm looking to take advantage of that higher implied volatility. So I'm going to go to SPY. It's just the market ETF, S&P 500. I'm going to do a wide iron condor here to kind of capture some of that volatility, but use a little bit more capital than I typically do. So I'm going to go out to May here, 60 days to go till expiration, because I don't know how long this volatility is going to stay around, but I know that over time it is bound to contract at least in some way. And so we're going to play for that. I'm going to sell somewhere around a 20 delta for this short option. You're going 60 days out in time, so there's a lot of duration left in this trade. Unless you get that short-term vol contraction, this position could move a lot, and we'll see that hopefully play out. So I'm going to look at the 20 delta short option here on the put side, and we're going to go 15 points wide. So this puts us at 615, 600 here on the put side. On the upside, I'm going to do the same exercise. We'll go to the 20 delta. It's about the 707. And I'm going to go 15 points wide. That puts us at the 22. Now, we have a little bit of a problem here. We have $5 wide spreads above 720. So by moving to the 725 strike, we're actually going to lean a little bit more short delta than you would if you were equal with on either side. It's also going to use a little bit more buying power. So the question becomes, do we adjust this, let's say to the 705, 720, or do we stay with that wider spread? I think for me, I'm gonna move this strike closer on both sides. I'm gonna move to the 22 strike on the short call, the 705, and then I'm gonna buy the 720 on the upside. It's about a 10 delta there. On the downside, I'm gonna move this and adjust this delta as well. I'm gonna move to the 625, and I'm gonna go to the 610 for the long option. Now you can see this still leans you slightly short delta, and that's because the S&P 500 has put skew. So your put spread, even though they're at basically the same delta for the short options, that long option is going to be a meatier, heavier delta on the put side versus the call side. And you can see that here, the put delta is an 18 delta. And on the upside, the call delta that we're buying is an 11 delta. That lines up exactly with our 5, 6, 7 short deltas that we have on this position. So we're selling the same strike for the short options in terms of delta. The width of the spread is defined at 15 points wide, but because that long option on the call side is a lower delta, it's going to lean you slightly short delta on this position. So this trade looks like it's going to be a mid-price around 540 here. We'll try and get filled here and use about 900 bucks in buying power. So let's just adjust this slightly. So we got filled there. We got filled at 538 on that iron condor out in May. It's a longer duration trade. Stick around though, because we might have to manage this thing going forward, and you gotta see this. So we've got a position here to manage in SPY. We put this position on about 2 weeks ago into really kind of the middle of the start of the Iran conflict that we're having currently. The S&P 500 has had some wild action over the last couple weeks here, last 2 weeks specifically, going from 670 on SPY down to 630 and change here. It's been a pretty volatile market. Implied volatility in the VIX itself has been super, super high. It's come in recently in the last 2 days with the bounce in the market that we've seen. It's gone from the 30 handle down to 23 and change what we're sitting at right now. Now the SPY position that we had on, we put it on the 14th, and we could pull up just the market snapshots here. If you right click on the order chains here on the right side menu, it'll give you a little bit about the position that we put on here. So when we put this trade on, we put this on the 16th, I'm sorry, the 16th there. We did it when SPY was trading at about 670. We're sitting here at 658, so we've had a little bit of a move down net, but a huge range throughout that duration, that 2-week duration there. When you look at implied volatility, an IV index of 24.5 is when we put this trade on. If we go to the trade page, you'll see that volatility has come in pretty significantly here, about a full point on the volatility of that expiration. So that volatility, we are short volatility on this position, and so volatility has come in. That has certainly helped us as well. Combine that with a little bit of time decay, and net after the moves is basically a sideways move from when we put this trade on, a slightly lower. It leads us to a profitable position. So we did a 15-point wide spread on each side of the market here, kind of a quote-unquote core position into what was a very volatile period of time and a pop in volatility there. So we're going to just take the money and run on this trade. You can see most of the value has come out of this call spread. So this call spread here is marked at about 90 cents, whereas the put side is still trading at about $2 and change. Now you might ask, why is that? Well, relative to where the stock is right now, the skew is to the downside. The call side, we put the trade on with high volatility. It was kind of neutral-ish on the position. We actually currently have long delta on this position because there's so much skew on the downside put. So the downside put spread is still holding a lot of value, but the spread itself has come in from 538 and is currently marked at 312, a $200 or so profit here. So we're going to just take the money and run on a position that has worked really, really quick. We're at about 40, almost 50% of the max profit here in just a couple of days or weeks. So we're going to route this order here. We'll see if we get filled here at 311. We can just cancel and replace this order from the trade page here. We're going to just try and get filled here. So there we go. We got filled there at 314 on this iron condor, and nets out to be about a $224 profit on this wide iron condor, sort of core position for the Johnny Trader portfolio. So a good win for us, and on to the next one.